So we can't get mad because somebody who owns a company doesn't want to give us a piece of their company. Or how can you get mad at that? How is that their fault? When we can start, tell me this, if every African American in the NFL quit today, could they start their own league?
They can, but
okay.
They can,
so
but
why
they don't have the
they don't have what?
They don't have the infrastructure.
With the money they have, they couldn't build it.
They could. It's possible. And I'm not saying that's not a bad. I'm not saying you're wrong. You're actually right? But that takes a lot of sacrifice from a lot of people, not just one. It's easy to
so the men that created the league had to take a lot of sacrifice.
No, I mean but I understand that, but there's also power in the men that play in that league. There's a union, right? And as such, the collective bargaining is something that I don't know what you're getting. I mean, and again, it's beyond.
I don't know what you're getting at. I don't know what you're getting at.
I'm getting at people power versus corporate and institutional power, right? Okay. And sometimes when it goes outside of just the African American race, like we have a unique situation in this country, right?
Yep.
But at the same time, we are also citizens of this nation, right?
Yes.
So if you see what's happening across the country right now with the fastest takeover, these are mostly white people rebelling right now because they should, right? Because
they're the ones that they're feeling something.
No, they're feeling the hurt. They're feeling the pain, and they understanding they're finally understanding the end goal of what these people are doing. The end goal of the division, the end goal of why they said DEI is the reason why your job is going. They're finding out that no, that's not what happened. DEI is not what's doing it. It's greedy corporate motherfuckers, crackers, right? They're finally realizing that shit. So what we should be doing is going back and picking up and repeating the propaganda that got them to where they are. And they're finally waking up. And black people, we should not be like, oh yeah, I think you're right now. That DEI is bullshit. And as black people, we shouldn't repeat that shit. We shouldn't be like, yeah, DEI the reason why things are bad. DEI ain't got shit.
No. What I'm saying is, that shit didn't really help us that much. Listen, Shaka, see, here's the problem. They give one or two spots. They put one or two spots in a puddle of rice, so that the rest of the population can say, oh, I have a chance. I could actually be that. I believe in myself. We can get there too. Yeah, that spot is a fucking spot they put there.
You know what Title I is? Title I money? Like,
yes.
Title I in the school. Title I from the education, Department of Education. You take away Title I spending. You know schools are just closed like that. Like that is like you know schools are funded out here. Schools are funded by property taxes. If you live in the inner city where there's no property, you don't own shit.
You bouncing around now.
No, I'm just trying to give you an example of all the things that they look at and say is DEI. These are equity programs where you bring equity in areas and people that don't have it.
But what I'm trying to say is there's no one answer is good for all. There's no, you can take a piece of anything and build a case around it.
What you're saying is what you're minimizing the effects of these programs. You're minimizing saying, look, like if you take away SNAP, like WIC, the Black Panthers started that shit.
Yeah.
They can't. You know why? Because they needed it. There was equity. There was like, so when you take away the program, the government program that follow suit, because I am everywhere right now. I'm trying to get you to understand that it's not as simple as 3 people that gave a job. No, it's deeper than that. It's diversity, equity, and inclusion. So in all areas, like from the 1965 Civil Rights Bill to today, there's so many things that have so many programs and plans that were crafted by the government through legislation and through the courts to mitigate the suffering of people. That's going to go away. And I want you to understand it's not something that's light. It's not begging. These are the things that we're owed. Even Social Security. Like I mean, hey man.
I'm not saying you're wrong. What I'm saying is that all that's happening is you're just saying certain things that are right, and certain things that are wrong. But what I'm getting at is not disagreeing with anything that you're saying. The part that I think may be being missed here is that because of the crutches that were given, so many of us never had to get up and move and do it ourselves. Because there is a network over there that's going to hire one person or a Roland Martin or someone else. No, he's not going to start his own network till he gets kicked off of that. So if Roland Martin would have started his network 10 years ago, where would it be now? A lot of times when we think that we're being helped, we're only being given crutches, because believe me, when you look at the percentage of people that actually have benefited from this compared to the people who are actually benefiting outside of it, it's a crumb. You get what I'm saying? And if you compare the people that benefit from it to us as a people if we would have done it ourselves. It would be a lot different. But instead, we invest our money outside of our community, and we expect others to invest inside of our community. We don't invest our own money in our community. And if you don't believe me, there's a lot of people that get money in the city and move out of the city, right? That's what that Roland Martin had an argument with PBD last month about that. And he had a guy who moved from Iran to fight here in America tell him that he should have stayed in the hood and never moved to the suburbs. Now that's the shit that I'm seeing that we do need to be recording on here. That's insane to me that Roland allowed him to tell him that. The point I'm trying to make is if you compare the 2 or the 3 or the 4 different comparisons, every single time we come together, we end up better off. So I don't give a shit about a program that a racist country that stole us, brought us over here, used us for 300 years, and didn't give us a penny for. I'm not going to sit here and bitch and whine and moan about how they didn't give me a chance.
But I think
Man,
I don't expect. That's a wrong framing, though. All
I'm saying is I don't expect it. I don't expect it. I'm not focused on it. I'm focused on building myself.
I think also, man, you can't be like if we care about the lower among us, right?
Yeah.
We should care about if they take away SNAP benefits, that's not going to affect me at all. I mean, it's not.
You're talking about ifs. Let's talk about actuals.
No, they actually this new budget they put in. I mean, it's SNAP they take out. They take away WIC benefits. These are benefits that people need.
Wait. You said they're gonna take it away.
No, yeah,
they're not taking that away.
No, the last budget they cut it substantially. Like if you're getting, let's say $100 a month in food stamps.
Okay.
If that goes to $70 a month, that's a big loss. It may not mean $30 a month may not mean to me and you, but think about we got to really think about put ourselves in the shoes of these people.
It does mean a lot. $70 a month would mean a lot.
So what I'm saying is these are things are happening right now, right? Mm-hmm. And these things that we should be flippantly saying now. Well, we should be handing out like no. Give these people they owe. Like what you're doing, you're trying to take $1 billion out of DC budget. You know what that would do? That would cripple them. Schools closing. They would be firefighters, cops, all kind of shit. Like they're playing with people's lives.
But Shaka, you're talking about they're not gonna do that.
They are doing it, bro. What, are you paying attention? What's going on?
No, they're not. No, they're not.
Did you?
So they're just gonna send a bunch of kids to school hungry.
They've been doing that.
Where?
In DC.
DC spends more per student than anywhere else in the country.
You're spitting on stats, right?
Your mother told me that.
No.
Told me that last week.
Yeah, but that comes from Title I. What they're doing is DC spends because it's federal government money spent. That's what they're counting. They're not counting in Montgomery County, in Fairfax County. They got a tax base where they don't need government spending to supplement what they so yeah, DC spends more. You know why? Because they don't have anything else. All they have is the government to depend on. Out here, we got property taxes. All right, we have boosters. We have money. We have people.
So what are you saying? They're taking it away or not?
They are. They're cutting it. They're cutting it like they're literally trying to take away the fucking Department of Education.
The Department of Education's done. Yeah, that's done.
Again, with that comes a lot of money, federal money that goes to cities and states that are underwater.
And you don't think that the state should cover their own?
No, you can't, man. No.
Why? Why not?
Because it's inequality. There's no equity in it. If a state doesn't have the money, first of all, red states get more money from us anyway. Red states because they're broke. Like red states, like if you look like Mississippi, Alabama, all those states, they get more money from the federal government than they give.
So then that's gonna get cut.
It's gonna get cut, but
what? You want some popcorn?
No. Those red states don't. Most red states.
Take some popcorn.
I'm good, bro.
You sure?
I'm positive.
Butter.
I'm good, bro.
Salt and butter.
I'm good. Neither I need.
You want some popcorn?
No, I'm good. I don't want any popcorn. I need you to understand how red states, let's say it's like Mississippi, say like that.
Yeah.
A red state who's left to their own devices. They don't care about black people. Black people are the last thing on their agenda, right?
Okay.
So if they're allowed to cut budgets, and the Department of Education said you have minimal standards of educating the kids in your community, away, and there's no monitor and say, look, you fall short. That means what's going to happen? Schools are going to be closed.